What's going on, YouTube? We got big financial news, big political news, I think, kind of coming around the corner. We're seeing crazy stock market volatility, bond auction things. We're going to talk about that tomorrow as everything settles down, I think. And we're seeing the big, beautiful bill get further along its path to be past the reconciliation. But I wanted to do some breaking. It's political, but it's more just I don't know, political in an offshoot sort of way for the most part, I think. Yesterday, I guess 16 hours ago would have been, yesterday evening, 9 p.m. in D.C. I'm sure YouTube will catch the word shooting and tone this video down, basically, and not show it to as many people, but whatever. It is what it is. 2 people were shot and killed in D.C. by as far as I understand, a lone gunman. And as these things go, there's still information coming out. But 2 Israeli citizens, as far as I understand, and they're members of the Israeli embassy, staff members of the embassy, were killed outside the Jewish Museum, the Jewish History Museum in D.C., which I didn't know was a thing, but it is. And they apprehended the guy who is suspected, obviously innocent until proven guilty and all that, of committing this murder. He's been charged with 2 counts, first-degree counts of murder. And there's a video of him being arrested inside of the museum, yelling "Free Palestine," and now it's coming out. He has a manifesto and all that. I don't have it. I'm not gonna pull it up and read it on here or anything like that. But if you wanted to go find it, obviously you can go find it. But basically, in his manifesto, he's calling for escalating the Gaza conflict, and it's called like escalating Gaza, bring the war home, or something like that. Basically, just a giant call for violence. I don't know about you. To me, I live in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. In general, I don't think there's no big Jewish population around me, period. You'd have to go to the bigger cities to find a good chunk of a Jewish population anywhere around. So I'm totally removed from this in that aspect. To be honest, in my mind, this doesn't pertain to me. I really just am separated. It's not my fight, not my problem. I don't want to worry about it. Obviously, when things like this happen, and it's happening in the United States, it's becoming a bigger problem. I've never understood this martyrdom or whatever you want to call it. There's not enough details about the guy that is accused of committing the crimes, but he's from Chicago, 30-year-old man from Chicago in D.C. that did this. It seems like it's pretty obviously premeditated, planned. He obviously probably was able to find that there was an event at the Jewish Museum that night and then carry out this thing. But this type of act, this like just violent act, obviously murder in this case, in my opinion, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Doesn't bring anybody to your side. The only buddy who is gonna agree with this type of thing, or like find like this appeals to them in some way, is 1, insane, because you're just murdering people, and 2, they're already on your side of the Gaza-Israel conflict anyway. Anybody else who's like a reasonable person, and definitely who's not on your side, who's on the Israeli side of this, is going to immediately just bulk even harder at your position. If you're trying to bring sympathy to the Palestinians' plight in Gaza or whatever, and your way of doing it is murdering 2 Jewish people in the nation's capital, and then basically writing a manifesto of why this should happen more and things like that, you're not going to pull people to your side. You're going to push people away, as you should, because you're obviously a fucking nut. And violence is not the answer in this kind of way. Like, obviously, the cliche thing, violence isn't the answer. But to get people on your side, it definitely isn't the answer, because people don't react kindly to that sort of thing. Obviously, it's being investigated as an anti-Semitic crime, and they have terrorist involvement type thing, like where they have the terrorist task force people and looking into it. The FBI, DHS, Homeland Security apparently is all looking into this. Also, like, they're pulling, obviously the Washington cops are DC cops are involved, but they're pulling New York cops in, I guess, just because of how big the Jewish population is in New York. But this isn't the way to win this argument. But I wanted to bring it up. There's not that much to it. That's really all there is. We'll see as the details roll out. Like I said, if you want to go read this dumbass's thing he put on the internet to see why he did it, I think the answer's pretty easily guessed. We'll see what other kind of details there are. As far as I know, there's a couple other people injured, but these two people were killed. And like I said, you're not making a good case. This isn't the way that you're going to get sympathy. But let me know what you think, honestly, in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Leave a like if you got some out of the video. Dislike if you didn't. Like I said, we're going to get into this financial news. There's some big stuff happening right now, financially and politically, both where they're tied together as far as national debt, the budget, and some of the credit crisis stuff was going on right now. So we'll get into that tomorrow, but otherwise, I'll catch you guys then.